Sports. With Greg Anthony, DA, it's all yours. Well, yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle.
Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Mr. Clutch out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Wiggins and Covington fill the wings. Conley and Towns, the duo inside. And it's Teague in at point. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Mr. Clutch.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance.
You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Tonight, they're running. Back to LeBron. McGee trying to break free. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 6-point game. So the Green against Wiggins. Down low. Here's Teague. It's tipped. Here's Mr. Clutch. Teague covering. It's good.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And so just over a minute and a half played. The pass to Towns to end the run. Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And finished off by LeBron.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target. LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Wiggins against Green. 4-3, Covington. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
For Rookie of the Year, a distinction every young player would love to have. And you look at Mr. Clutch all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
It's got to be him, Greg. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
Well, the season still has some time to go, but right now, you have to think that Shea is the odds-on favorite to be Rookie of the Year. He's just done so much for this team all season.
Greg, I'd be hard-pressed to name another rookie that has come in and transformed their team the way that Shea has elevated this roster. Anything can happen. We know that with the awards. But right now, it's Shea's race to lose. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Timberwolves trail by 16. Now here's Teague. 20 points for him last game against Boston.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Just 3 to shoot. Towns dishes to Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Wiggins missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background when his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
Here's Covington following the basket by LeBron James. Good on the bucket.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Shots good for Mr. Clutch.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now Wiggins, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Conley kicks to T. Back to Vonleh. Towns, the pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teague with a clean look. No good on the 3.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Teague. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Towns up top. Outside, Covington. Rebound by Mr. Clutch.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Covington in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got 5 now.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
Here's Mr. Clutch. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
No question, Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Bell, and it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's been dominant over the last month. First in field goal percentage, 16th in rebounding, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Outside Teague. And they get it. Banked in off the glass.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Bradley. Inside. Deflects the pass. Pass to Okogie. Pass to Jang. Here's T. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
The mid-range game of Jeff Teague is on point, doing work, sir.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the call on the shot that sent, and it's a Kogi in at the point, so that's the Timberwolves 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Wizards put on a show. He had 60 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt, Greg. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
McGee with the block. They recover it, and Towns gets it to go. Lakers leading by 16. And Doris, you're right. Over the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound. That can wear you out physically and mentally. This has not...
Oh, my goodness! Wow. What a play!
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. They get a hand on it. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And he makes the first. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA, or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
Passes it to Towns. Now the pass to Okogie. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Lakers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's Okogie. 7 points in the game.
They have full court, man-to-man defense here.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
To the paint. Here's Mr. Clutch. The offensive rebound, McGee. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Mr. Clutch. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Okogie. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Shabazz Napier's checked in for Minnesota.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Poked away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
Well, when LeBron James is starting to cook, his teammates understand, hey, perhaps the big guy, one of the greats of his generation, needs the basketball.
And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he is able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Napier. D right on him. Towns is doubled. Clock at 6. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Just 2 to shoot. Higgins outside. That 3 off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And here's Napier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And stolen by Vonleh. Napier feeling it out a bit. Outside Covington. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
I mean, these giveaways aren't doing them any favors on the scoreboard.
Gorky Dangs checked in for Noah Vonleh. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Avery Bradley in for Danny Green.
What a luxury to have someone like DeMarcus Cousins roaming the interior and drawing defensive attention.
Napier passes to Towns. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. Inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Zhang kicks to Napier. Pass to Covington. Now here's Towns. Over Cousins. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Napier. He's guarded closely. Towns down low. He's guarded by Cousins. Here's Zhang, just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Cousins.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebound.
Wow, hammering it in.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Napier passes to Towns. Covington inside the line. And so it's the gets under. He's got 9 points.
Well, you simply cannot allow Jeff Teague any separation because the release is too good and too fast.
And Davis puts it in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Teague kicks to Towns. McGee with the block. They get it back, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 5, and stolen by James. Floats it up for Davis, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. And you look at Mr. Clutch, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Covington's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Lakers passing it around. McGee trying to break free. And it's Green with the jam.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. It's stolen by Minnesota. Lakers shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Rebound by Jang. Timberwolves shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Wiggins passes to Layman, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Drops in the tray. Mr. Clutch has got 42 in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
The Timberwolves shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. And Zhang kicks to Napier. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low, here's Mr. Clutch. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Napier with it. Cousins is there. Here's Bell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
.59 seconds left in the third quarter. Napier with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Mr. Clutch. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kicks it to Wiggins. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. That's tipped, and he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Five seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and the shot is good.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge lead at the break game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Culver. He's out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Bell in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Graham surveying the floor. Out to the wing. Now, here's Culver. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And for me, guys, this is an area that Culver should utilize more often, showing off that incredible feel with the jumper. And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
So it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Or as we know historically, the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Graham, the pass to Bell. Shoots over McGee. The rebound by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Up and in on the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 56 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Pass to Culver. Here's Paige Diop. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Lakers. Mr. Clutch has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's LeBron. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And the pass to Wiggins. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the inside. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense.
Murray the pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Mr. Clutch. McGee. Bell with the block. Now Graham. He swipes the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's Culver. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Bates Diop misses. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Another bucket! Wow! 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Bell dishes to Culver. Pass to Bates Diop. Higgins outside, 6 to shoot. A shot by Culver, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Napier, he's checked in for Minnesota. And the Lakers also making a switch. And Anthony Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Here's Mr. Clutch. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Graham. Here's Culver. Shot to stop the run. A rebound by the Lakers. Here we go, one-on-one. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 12 points for Anthony Davis. And so it's Minnesota with it. Culver with it. 2 free throws coming up, and then Whiteside Davis. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Connects again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg.
I guess they don't need to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew.